Welcome to Bella's Bargains, where everything is from the Dollar Tree. And why? Because everything at the Dollar Tree is $1, people. $1. This is Effingham. My cow, he co-hosts with me sometimes. Hope you'll stick around and consider subscribing. Well, it's been a long time, glad to see your face. I knew we'd meet again another time, another place. Can't believe it's been so many years. Better grab a chair and a couple of beers. Looking good in your three-piece suit. You know I always knew you'd take the business route. Always the one to follow the line, and you look like you're doing all right. Yeah. I've been singing for my rent and singing for my supper. I'm above the below and below the upper. Stuck in the middle where money gets tight, but I guess I'm doing all right. I'm all right. It's a beautiful day and not a cloud in sight, so I guess I'm doing all right. Oh, I'm all right. I got a good old friend here with me tonight, and I guess I'm doing all right. Well, I guess I'm doing all right. I'm doing all right. Actually, there's one part that goes, I'm all right. Got a good old friend here with me, and I guess I'm doing all right. Okay, guys, why did I sing that song? Because, oh my gosh, I got the nicest surprise yesterday. Okay, first of all, welcome to Bella's Bargains. My name is Amy. Listen, you guys, I probably look a little rough around the edges today, but I'm exhausted. Like, why did I do that with an accent? Oh, I'm exhausted. Oh my gosh. Well, okay. First of all, hello, Bella's besties. So nice to see you guys. It always seems like I haven't seen you forever on Tuesdays. Like I've been gone forever. And I was. I mean, there's that Sunday, no Bella's Bargains. Monday, no Bella's Bargains. But then you get Tuesday. All right. I have to tell you guys a really quick story. So I sang that song because that song's written by Phil Vassar. He also recorded it, but most people know the recording by Johnny Messina. And, but anyway, but he was the writer. Okay, so going way back in my history, my life history, on 4 separate occasions, I've had the pleasure of singing on stage with Phil Vassar. There's a whole backstory to that. I used to hire bands, and every once in a while I could get up and sing with them. Anyway, so one of my all-time favorite songs is I'm All Right. I actually prefer his recording of it. I love it. Anyway, and so, side note, after I lost my husband, I'm All Right was one of those songs to be like, Amy, come on, you're all right. You're all right. And be like, I'm all right. You know, sort of sing it in my head and mantra to myself. Okay, so here's the story. My guy was trying to get in touch with Phil Vassar's people to see if he could get a little message from him or something for the wedding. I'm not exactly sure what he was trying to do there. Anyway, so in doing that, he was doing some research, which how sweet is that? He was trying to do this surprise thing for our wedding. He found out that Phil Vassar was going to be down in Tucson. And so he says to me, I don't know what day it was. We're going to be out of town Sunday. So FYI, I'm taking you somewhere. I'm like, take me somewhere. Good. Can't figure out where. Oh my gosh, I forgot to bring it in. So anyway, I have to go show you something. So you won't even know I'm going, but I got to run and pick something I forgot to bring with me. Okay. So, Sunday morning, I have no idea where he's taking me. My friend Debbie goes, this is such a thoughtful thing. Like this is really, he's, saying that it's really a thoughtful thing that he's doing. So Sunday or Saturday night, he goes, okay, I'm going to pick out what you're wearing. I'm like, you're going to pick out what I'm wearing? You mean I'm going to pick out what you're wearing? Anyway, so he hangs this jacket on our closet door. Now, this is just it's like a denim jacket. It's white. It's got kind of anyway, it's a cool jacket. I love this jacket. There's like this, thing in the back. All right, but I have to show you something. So let's see. 2000, it would have been 10 years ago, 2010, 11. Yeah, 11 years ago was the first time that I sang on stage with Phil Vassar. And I was wearing this jacket, and I said, would you please sign it? So he signed it. Okay, so then if you don't know who Phil Vassar is, by the way, look him up. He's basically does country songs, but he's written so many songs that you know. He's just an excellent songwriter. Anyway, and he's so entertaining. All right, so then 6 years ago, which was like the 4th time I sang with him, I wore this jacket and I had him sign it again. So yesterday, my guy sang, he had this jacket hanging up and I'm like, well, how about I just wear a denim one? Like, this one's a little big on me. And he gives me this BS story about, no, I really like how that looks on you and it's so cute when you wear leggings and blah, blah, blah. All BS. Because he wanted me to wear the jacket. So anyway, I'm getting the jacket on and all of a sudden, like, it went ding, ding, ding. And I go, oh my gosh, I'll bet he's taking me to a Phil Vassar concert. Yep, he did. It was so much fun. I'll insert a picture. I'll put at the end of the video. I also have to put in Friday. I totally forgot to put my Friday video on Saturday. I'm so sorry, you guys. Get back to that. So anyway, so I'll put the picture of Phil Vassar and I in there. And then he did a quick little, we asked him if he would, say something about our wedding. So he just said, November 13th, look at these, or something. But it got slightly cut off. It's okay. I can't throw that in there. Marcus is on there. My guy. Anyway, we're so close. 9:66 right now as I'm filming this. Okay, so long story short, I'm exhausted. We stayed the night down there because the concert wasn't going to be over until, like 10 or 11 or something. And then he was working in Tucson today anyway. So long story short, I drove home alone today and stopped at $2 Trees on the way home. I'm so tired, but for you people, I stopped anyway. And I'm in the store. This is what happens. I'm literally in the store, like going, why isn't there just a number I could quickly call my besties and be like, oh my gosh, guess what I found? Because that's what it feels like. I just want like this way that I can just instantly send you a message. Oh, as soon as I hit 1,000, I pretty much can do that, right? Be like, oh my gosh, you guys aren't going to believe what I found. Anyway, you're not going to believe what I found. So that's regardless. I'm exhausted. We had a late night. Might have been a little bit of drinking. Maybe. It was like this big country western place. And during the concert, they were doing a fundraiser for this music in schools program. It's actually really cool. And so they were collecting monies for that, right? So I went up with a bill in my hand. I'm not gonna lie, it was a $100 bill and a Sharpie. And I said, Phil, will you please sign my jacket again? So I got him to sign it last night. He didn't date it. He did that later. So he's like, she's gonna do it. And he leans down and I go, you probably don't remember me, but I've sung with you like 4 times on stage and I hired you, 4 different times. And he goes, I remember you, blah, blah, blah. Okay, I'm thinking, no, you don't. Like there's so many people that you couldn't possibly remember. So after the thing was all over, he stuck around for a little bit. So I went back up. He still had my Sharpie. I'm like, gonna need that Sharpie back. I had him dated. So now there's 3 of his signatures on here. And I said to him as we went back up there, and I said, it's fine. I don't expect you to remember me because I go, there's a lot of people. Because I remember you, Iowa. And I went, oh my gosh, yeah, you do. Okay, you guys probably don't care. That was a really long story, but it was just so much fun. I wanted to share it with you guys so bad. It was so much fun. And my guy is so incredibly wonderful. It was so sweet and it was romantic and oh, yeah. And I have 61 days to plan a wedding. Okay, on Friday I was supposed to get all the stuff out of the garage. It didn't happen. So it's happening tomorrow morning. I'm like getting all the wedding stuff out. So in the next week or so, you're going to get a video on the invitations because that's going to get done. All right. But today, I haven't even gotten into what today is. For anybody that's new on here, just stick around. The stories sometimes get really good. And the crafts do too. Today's Totally Easy Tuesday. And guess what I did, you guys? I was going to sing you a Halloween song, but I had to sing the Phil Vassar song because, of course, I had to tell you my Phil Vassar story. All right, so this is Totally Easy Tuesday, and I have done Halloween because I'm doing Halloween right now. I'm trying to get some Halloween crafts done for you guys, and I'd like to get into fall. So, but I like the Halloween crafts, so it's kind of hard. Like, when do I get into the fall ones? I don't know. I'm going to do a couple weeks of Halloween, though, just so you guys know. All right, so since today was Totally Easy Tuesday, they're very easy. I love them. They're super easy. I'm also getting out all of my Halloween decorations tomorrow so I can see what craft stuff I had left over from last year because it's not in here. I like packed it away. And hopefully I'm going to find that one thing that I couldn't find that I decided was buried. Oh, it was the pictures, art pieces that I made. Okay, I digress. If you're new, look in the description box and you're going to find out about the 4 to 5 uploads that I do every week. But you should know one thing, this channel is Dollar Tree, and only Dollar Tree, mostly because Amy can't go to any other stores because I'd be bankrupt. So I just have to stick with Dollar Tree. And some of the stuff I found today, I was like, oh my gosh, it was amazing. So, but that won't be on Saturdays till Saturday's haul. So you gotta wait, you know. I took the opportunity to do my shopping today. All right. So today is Totally Easy Tuesday. Oh wait, why is this channel Dollar Tree and only Dollar Tree? Bella's Besties, you know why. Because everything at the Dollar Tree is $1, people, $1. Dollar. Holla for your dollar haul. Holla for your dollar haul. Okay, well anyway, today's not a haul. Today is, however, Halloween Super Easy Tuesdays. Now I always say Totally Easy Tuesdays, crafting for the non-crafter, and that's pretty much what it is. Before we get there, I'm currently at 966 subscribers. As soon as I hit 1,000, I have a $50 gift card to guess where? To where? To where? To where? Yes, to DT, to the Dollar Tree. Yes, so I have a $50 gift card for the Dollar Tree, and I'm going to randomly draw that winner from comments made on the video that takes me over the top. Maybe it's this one. I don't know. Maybe it'll be Thursdays. I don't know. We don't know. I was crawling there for a little bit, and then bam, I just shot up really quickly again. I mean, I hung around that 900 mark for a while, right, guys? And then, woof, now I'm at 966. Okay, so now there's a $50 gift card on the table for when I go over the 1,000. Also, when I hit 1,000, debut of my guy. I was thinking about making him do just a series, like a whole week, where he has to do all of my videos with me. Yeah, maybe. Anyway, and somebody a couple of you wrote Chippendales, and I'm like, the shirtless bow tie kind? Those are for my eyes, ladies. That's for me, unless we're swimming and people in the pool get seen. Anyway, I don't know. It was funny. It's funny. You guys have come up with some great stuff. So I've actually ultimately left it to him to decide how he's going to debut on the channel. So we'll see what he comes up with. Although he's read all of your comments and he's laughing about them. All right. And then the last thing is I do a weekly giveaway on Tuesdays and Thursdays. And today is one of the days that we announce a winner. So I'm going to insert that. No, I'll pause. I'll pull up the winner and then I'll let you know who it is this week. Okay. So I just did our winner, and our winner this week is Phyllis Kaufman. Yay, Phyllis, you won. So what you have to do is answer this video and say that you recognize that you won, and then send me your address. By the way, last week, PW Wiles and Princess 0601, you guys, did you send me your addresses? And if you did, where? Oh, wait, maybe you did on Facebook. I don't know. It's been such a busy week. Anyway, because I have those, I didn't have them. I just got them to send them off, and I'm like, I don't think I have their addresses. Anyway, but Phyllis, get me your address so I can get that off to you right away. And so I guess 3 are going to go in the mail tomorrow. Got to make sure I get those addresses. Did I even explain it was? All you have to do to win a $20 gift card to the Dollar Tree is you have to make a comment on both Tuesday and Thursday. You have to give a thumbs up to both Tuesday and Thursday. And then you have to be a subscriber, and then you're entered into the contest. And Phyllis won this week. Congratulations, Phyllis. I love little Phyllis. Phyllis sent me a message last week that's funny because it's the one that's on the random generator. It says, you may not consider me your bestie anymore after I tell you this. And I'm like, what? She says, she said she had to be honest with her friends that she doesn't like Halloween. She's never been to Disney, and she doesn't watch Disney movies. And I was like, Phyllis, we can't all be the same, because if we are, this world would be pretty boring. I'm like, listen, my besties are my besties, and it doesn't mean that we have everything in common or that we all like the same things. That would really make the world boring. So no, Phyllis, I love you to death. You're a sweetheart. Okay, let's get into what I made this week, because I'm really, really happy about that. Okay, so the first thing is, by the way, I bought this today. Well, I bought it because because I hadn't found the galvanized skull, and I want to do a Day of the Dead skull, but it's metal. So I put my magnets on there that I did. So I just hauled these last week, right? I thought they were right here. I guess they're not. They're just the little clip-ons. They are here. 2 seconds. I'll find them because literally the Halloween stuff is still here. Oh yeah, they're like this. So they're the DIY like things. They have a clothespin on the back. Okay. So I said when I hauled them, I was like, you guys, these would make super cute little magnets, like to give to somebody or for kids to do. All I did was removed the clothespin, and then I glued them onto one of the Jot wood magnets. These are perfect for making magnets because I just glued it on the back, and there you have it. And I used, to make this super easy because it's totally easy Tuesday, markers for everything. You'll see in the video because I wanted to show you guys, like, markers can be they're an amazing thing. Now I have an array of markers from Dollar Tree, like their glitter ones, their outline ones, like, you know, their Jot permanent markers. I just have an array. And then I did also add just a tiny, this is upside down. It's the witch coming out of the cauldron. I did a little bit of Mod Podge and added a little bit of sparkle there because I messed up. I had done a yellow and it looked really good, and then I tried to do, and it didn't look good, so I sparkled them in. And this one, do you see how the bubbles in the cauldron, they kind of look like they're sparkly? Because I used the metallic, the sparkly pens. They're in the video. So anyway, came out so cute. I love these. And it is what is like a cute little gift to give somebody, you know, like a teacher or, you know, your neighbor with some Halloween cookies or something like that. Anyway, I hope you guys like that. I love my skull. I'm gonna DIY him too, just not today. So there's the 4 little magnets. They do all those little wood things too at Christmas time. Also another fun idea. And also just for painting these up, these are really fun just to paint up and decorate like a picture frame with. If you had like an acrylic picture frame, you could do just, you know, like some ghosts flying around in it with a Halloween picture in there. So there's some fun ideas. Okay, where to next? Oh my gosh, something just broke. Dang it. Well, I'm gonna have to get my glue gun on and fix this right here quick. One of my things broke. Hold on. Okay, so in the video, this bat broke and then it just did it again in that same place, but I reinforced it with a popsicle stick. I just didn't put enough hot glue on there or something. Anyway, okay, doesn't matter. So this is just a sign that says a spooky witch and her boo haunt here. So all I did was, I always sand the edges of these things. The sign's cute, but I took the wood bat, which is just, you know, one of these, the plain wood things that they have. And I used a Sharpie marker on him. I just filled this in with glue, by the way. Still sort of tell, but that's all right. So I just did it with a Sharpie, and then I did have to use a little black paint to get in between these, and then took one of the dog bow ties. I just saw these, and I was like, those are for the wedding, but I was like, oh no, I have to use it on this back because I think it's hysterical. I just think this is so cute, and it just really enhances this sign. It makes it just cute. You can hang it, or it'll stand on its own, but just taking what they've already given us, which is cute, and then adding like another element to it. I think the bat's just so cute. So first I did the bat, and I wasn't gonna add it on here. I just did the bat. I was like, I'm gonna paint the bat and put a bow tie on it because I think that'd be really funny. Well, then after I did that, like how do I hang him? And I was like, oh, he's kind of small. And so I started playing with this, and I was like, oh, I really like this. So that's how this came about. Anyway, I hope you guys like that. I think it's super cute. The bow tie on the bat is just like my favorite, but totally easy, like so easy, you guys. All right, and then this is just one of the wood, you know, ghosts. I bought 3 of them, and I think I said I was thinking about trying to do it like I see no evil. Anyway, I'm not going to. All I did was, this is one of these decor things. They came in a 2-pack. And this one said, spooky greetings. Didn't remember what it said. But I think it looks really cute, like the ghost is holding this. So these are so good, all on their own. What I did do was I Sharpied the back of the sign too, and obviously on the sides of it, because they don't come like that, right? They're just wood. So I Sharpied and colored the sides of the sign in and the back of it, and then painted the ghost. I did the base on the ghost. I used the Sharpie or furniture marker, whatever. And I stuck a little black on the inside parts of the mouth and the eyes just to make it a little spookier. This is just plain acrylic white paint from the Dollar Tree. And I think this is cute. It looks like he's holding that sign, right? So, I don't know. Spooky greetings. I liked it. I hope you guys, simple easy. Remember, today's totally easy Tuesday. Crafting for the non-crafter. All right, and then there was a sign, and I bought 2 of them because I knew what I was going to do with it. So they were this sign. It was a sign that said "Pick your poison," and it had 3 bottles. Now or wood things that look like bottles hanging down, and I thought those were super cute. But I knew, I'm like, I want to make them freestanding bottles. So I bought 2 signs, and I put the bottles together. Okay. And then I made little stands for them. So I'm going to put one down right now. I just made little stands. And all I did was, my spider on this one just came batting 1,000. I'll tell you. All I did was I took the wood domino pieces that they sell in the kids, they sell Domino's game and they're little wood pieces. And I just piled 4 of them together. 1, 2, 3, 4, I think 4. And I just did a little hot glue, a little wood glue, and then I just painted them with a black Sharpie marker. And then when I glued these 2 together, I filled it in with the black on the sides. I covered up the hole where they hung from the sign on. I covered them up. Obviously, this one is spider venom, so I put, these are just those wood stickers that they sell at the Dollar Tree. That's why this just fell off, because I just stuck it on there. I need to hot glue it on there. Anyway. And just look, it's so cute. And then this one, which said, see the spider just fell. Oh wait, I have my glue guns on right now. Let's just glue you on, little spider. Then you won't come off anymore. Hold on, fix. We're in repair mode. Okay, we're gluing Mr. Spider back on. Then there was the poison one. So I just put a little wood, skull up there. It's kind of a Day of the Dead one. Day of the Dead. Maybe I should have used a different one. But the reason I chose the orange one was because these 3 together had this orange and black. So that's why I used the orange one, FYI. And then on the witch's one, I just put a little witch hat to cover up that hole. Okay, so how cute are these? Because now these can go anywhere. I love these. Like, there's part of me that wishes I had bought more because I could have made them say different things. But I don't need any more Halloween decorations. Like, between last year and what I'm making this year, I have plenty. So anyway, this was just a cute idea. So all it did was, they had that element there that was so good, right? This sign with the 3, things. And it was cute, but it was cheesy. And I wanted to make those, stand, put them together. So I bought a second one, took them off, and then put them together. Now I have 2 of these signs that I don't know what I'm going to do with. I could do a couple things, I could put them in my kitchen or put them, see? It just came to me. You guys, this needs to go on a bar, and I have an outside bar. Yeah? I wonder if I could make this non-Halloweenish. I'm going to have to look at this. I wonder if I could get some of this off and I don't know. Anyway, paint over it and just use Pick Your Poison and then make it a bar sign. They don't really, I can't do them back to back because their shapes aren't the same on either side, right? So when I go back to back, it doesn't match up. See that? It doesn't match up. But anyway, okay. Irregardless, not going to throw those things away because it's just another aspect. But it cost me $2 to get these 3 cute little bottle things. And I love them. I just think they're so cute. I hope you guys like those too. All right. Then I had hauled this sign just last week, and you guys, so many of you said, yes, love the sign, because it was perfect. But I had to do something to it. I was like, ugh. And this is this vintage spider venom sign. I love it. Now, I went around, sanded the edges, and these are the metallic stickers that were like hinges and all that. And look at how cool the spider looked when I put that metallic sticker in there. That's all I did to it. But I like it. And I say it all the time. They give us great things. Actually, this piece was totally fine on its own. But I did think it was like, there was like the black off to the side of this sign and it wasn't, anyway. So I think adding these really helped. And I chose the ones that were sort of the brassy color because this is an orange. And I love that little sticker in the spider. I think is everything. I hope you guys, like, so simple. I'm telling you that all the time. Just take the things that they give us and just make them really simple. All right, now last Thursday, I did those incredible wood signs, right? But they were a little hard. And so I'm like, I knew I wanted to do one for you that was easy so that you guys can look at them and think, okay, yeah. So this is a Day of the Dead one, and it's a silhouette. So do you guys remember did your parents ever take you and get your silhouette done? So there was a store in Disney, sorry, Phyllis, in Disneyland on Main Street, and you would go in and they would, they do the light and it would shadow and they would trace your silhouette. Okay, so obviously this made me think of that. Hold on, I'm gonna put this in front of, I'm gonna put a piece of paper behind it so you can see it. I love this stuff. I've told you that, guys, that last week too. The palette paper. Anyway, so in Disneyland on Main Street, they had a silhouette shop. So it was done, I think, at least once when I was a kid. And so when I saw this one, this totally made me think of that. That's exactly what it is, right? So making her all black was absolutely perfect, but look at the frame. I just did the purple, and this just is the acrylic purple from Dollar Tree. I want to say I did like 3 coats on there, but if you look really closely, can you guys see how I ran a purple marker around the edges because it gives it a little bit of depth. And then those pearls, I had to buy more of those today because I used up all my really big ones on this. And then these flowers and the ribbon, super perfect. They were from a Day of the Dead mask that I bought, and I thought I was going to use on my skulls. Oh, it's this one right here. I'm going to use the rest of it on the skulls. But what I absolutely loved about this was it was that solid colors. So I really took this. It was so simple, and I think this looks so cool. Hope you guys like it. So that's what you're going to see on today's video, right? So we have our silhouette, our spider venom box, spooky greetings, which I love spooky greetings. Oh, and our bat with the bow tie on, and our magnets, and our bottles. Okay, so you guys watch. Tell me what you like best. And those were really fun. I love Totally Easy Tuesdays. The creative part for me is in making it easy. Like, okay, what can I do to make sure that it's not anything too difficult? So that's for me, that sometimes it takes a little bit and be like, no, that's too hard. That's too hard. So I got to try and figure out, anyway. So I hope you like those. I think this is my favorite today. This box, I would say, is my favorite, but really all I did was just add a couple of little things just to give it a little more pop. But this one was really, doing the whole craft. All right, enjoy the video. Everybody have a great day, great week, a great life. I'm going to remember to insert a picture of Phil Vassar and I that we took from last night, and because my wonderful guy. And also, I will remember to throw in the Friday video that I forgot to throw in. I'm so sorry. I'm writing it down right now. Phil and Friday. Okay, guys, thank you so much. I wanted to put him, anyway, doesn't matter. You guys don't need to hear all that. So enjoy the video. And as always, from your singing crafty crafter, happy hunting at your local Dollar Tree. Congratulations, Phyllis. Hopefully on Thursday, I'll look a little more rested. All right, guys, we will talk to you on Thursday. Thanks again. Enjoy the video. Oh, I should turn it off. Like I'm going to grab my camera without turning it off. By the way, also, thanks everybody for all the nice comments on 9/11. And it was a very sombering day. So thank you very much for those of you who made comments. And if you're still here right now, give me an American flag. That's how I'll know. Bye. Enjoy the video. Super easy. So these are these decor pieces. They're really cool. I'm gonna use this one that says Spooky Greetings, and I am going to put it on the ghost. So I'm thinking about having the ghost like hold it, like he's holding up a sign. I don't know, we'll see. Let's just go over him. Like he's holding the sign was what I was thinking. Anyway, maybe not. Maybe I'll just get rid of those. It's kind of like this. So it just becomes a stand that says Spooky Greetings. But obviously first, I have to paint him white. I'm gonna do the edges on this, of course, with my black furniture marker. And I'll probably paint furniture marker at the bottom of this thing too. But anyway, when it's done, it'll be cute. But a ghost. It says Spooky Greetings. Well, obviously this one is so easy. This is the white acrylic paint from Dollar Tree. Mine's really pasty. I just bought another one today because something's wrong with that one. I don't know. It still works, still paints. But when you're doing this, this wood soaks in a lot of paint, and so it does take a couple of coats. I'm not going anywhere else to buy a one-coat paint. Obviously, you can if you want to, but I do buy everything at the Dollar Tree. So I did paint the front and back of the ghost also, and you'll see, because I sort of had this gummy paint, I used it kind of to my advantage and left it sort of gummy on some of the parts of it, because I just thought it almost three-dimensionalized the spooky ghost. You can kind of see it there. Then I took this sign and just used furniture marker. I ended up doing the whole back of it just so that this thing on either side would look okay. I didn't want it to, I don't know, look funny on the back side. And I did have to use black paint just to get into those little crevices on that bottom of the stand, and then to outline the eyes and the mouth just so that they looked, you know, darker as you were looking at him. And then just hung the sign on there. He's cute, or spooky. This one is one of the wood signs, and this one is like the Day of the Dead girl. And I have a mask, some pearls, some paint. So what my intention is when you go get your silhouette done and it's all black. So I've already completed the lines around the frame, because in this one I'm going to make the frame complete. Nothing's going to bleed into it, because if you went and had your silhouette done, it would just be put in the frame, and the frame would be on top of the silhouette. No, so this is going to be super easy. I'm going to paint her black. I think I'm going to paint the frame this purple. I'm going to use some pearls, and I'm going to use the stuff off of this mask, the flowers and some of the ribbon and stuff. I think it's going to look super cool, and it's super easy. This one is easy, but it's a little time consuming because of all the painting. So on the purple, I think I did three coats, I think. You might have to watch me paint 2 coats, and then I realized I didn't have to show you all of the painting. But the one thing I do want to say, I don't actually paint the inside lines, or, you know, the side profile on these. And the reason I don't is because the lighter on the side, I think, gives it a little, pops it a little bit more. Often, you guys know this, and my things I paint the sides on them too. Anyway, on these I don't. All right, so now I've gone in with the black, and the black, I think it was 4 coats. These wood things just soak that paint in, but it's worth it, and it's really not that, it's not that bad. So just being careful on my lines when it came to the frame there, and just going in and repainting and repainting and repainting. Also, when I do this, I'll use a pretty heavy amount of paint on the brush. I don't leave it, I don't do a light coat, I do a heavy coat. So then after get all that paint on and dried and whatnot, I'm going to decorate it. And this is just gluing those flowers that I took off the mask on there, and gluing the pearls in the holes. That's it. But those final little touches just made all the difference in the world. And I'm not sure that I showed it on here, but I did outline the purple with a marker. You can see that there. I didn't film it for some reason. So this is just a little bat. Obviously, it's a wood bat. I like the slats. Okay, so I'm going to do this one super simple. I am not going to use paint. I'm actually going to use my big Sharpie. Ah, forgot to bring it. I sell these massively huge Sharpies. Jot does, so I'm gonna do that. But I'm just gonna do something really cute on this, super simple, because it's totally easy Tuesday, but it's cute. So first we're just gonna basically color the bat. So just take this Sharpie and we color in the bat. Pretty simple. I took off the string and excuse me, had to sneeze. And then just went around all the sides. By the way, this is the big Jot Sharpie. The head of the furniture markers is a lot larger. By the way, did you see that? The wing just broke on the bat. But I didn't have any. I'm out of those. So I just used popsicle stick to glue it back together. I did have to get paint out just to paint the slats in between the wings. And I filled in the little hole up there with some glue. Right there we go. That's what I just did. And then I got one of the little doggy bow ties, which is the skull and crossbones. I mean, paw and crossbones. Anyway, and then just glued it on the side, and I thought it was really cute. That's it. Easy. Right, this is the sign that they have. It's super cute. Pick your poison, right? But I just don't want these. I don't want a sign. I actually want to make these standalone. So I got two so that I can take these and do them back to back. I'm gonna try and get one off here. Never mind. How about we just cut it? Way easier. So all I'm gonna do is take the two of them. I'm gonna put them back to back so that I have a three-dimensional all the way around little poison bottle, and then I'll put something up here to cover up the holes and whatnot. Do something on them. I don't know yet, but anyway. So these are the domino pieces that you get in the kit section. So they're like the little wood. What I'm going to show you is that 4 of these make a perfect stand. So I'm going to glue 4 together to make the stand for my bottles. And I'll just probably furniture marker them black after I glue them together, which I'm just going to do by putting wood glue and clamp them together. Okay, I just want to show you that. So that's what I'm going to make for the stands for these. And then I'll embellish them maybe a little bit, not too much. It's still Easy Tuesday, so I'm going to make this as easy as I can. Taking off those bottles and start building my platform. So I did wood glue, and I think it's just a tiny bit of hot glue, and then clamped them all together. So funny, I didn't have enough clamps to be clamping my bottles and the bases. I went and got my potato chip things, holders, you know, your potato chip bags. I don't eat potato chips, but you know, whatever bag in your kitchen that you need to close it back up. Anyway, then I just, after everything dried, furniture markered, my bases furniture markered all the way around those bottles, and they look so cool. And then just hot glued them onto their base, And the last final step was to put something on the top of them to cover up where they had been attached to the sign, so there was a hole. So I just followed suit with what was on the bottle, right? So spider venom got a little spider on top of it. The skull and crossbone one got a little skull, and the witch, whatever it was, got a little witch hat on top of it. So pretty simple. And I think this came out really cute. I love these, and they were so easy. So I love this sign, and I'm really not going to do much to it, but just slightly enhance it. So I'm going to sand the edges because, you know, their paper's always hanging over and it looks rough. That's fine. I'm just going to finish it off. And then I have these, like the metal hinge stickers. And so I'm going to put these on here. It's so simple, and yet it's going to pop it so much. This can't get any easier. So sanded the sides very quickly there. Part of that too is because if there's paper hanging off, I don't want it lifting up at a later date. And then I took the 4 little corner pieces, sort of that copper color, and watch, when this goes on, it really does sort of finish off the look on this thing. It's kind of shocking. This little itty bitty detail can change it so much. And then just putting that sticker in the middle of the spider. Love it. This was so easy. I loved the sign prior to doing this, but I gotta say, I think that did a lot for it. I looked at putting other things on, but stayed with just this simple. Love it. Okay, this one, I'm gonna take these Halloween DIYs that have DIY pens that have clips on them, and I'm gonna make them magnets. So I'm just gonna do one of each, but I'm gonna show you guys how easy this is to do, and you can just use markers and make a cute little gift set or just to decorate your fridge with. So super easy, and if you did them all, well, you'd have at least a set of 4, because there's 4 bats and 4 pumpkins. You get a couple extra witches and booze. Right, let's go. These are personal choice on how you paint them, but I just wanted to show that you could do it with markers. You didn't have to use paints, and so pretty much that's what I do. I just took different colored pens and markers and did them all up in whichever fashion I wanted. Okay, so on this witch in the cauldron one though, I took that metal outlining. It was a metallic marker to do those bubbles. Came out super cute. This is where I messed up the pumpkin. Those yellow eyes look great. And then for whatever reason, I decided to do gold. Didn't work, so then I Mod Podged and gave it some sparklies. Okay, then I put a little bit of sparkle on the witch's cauldron. I forgot that too. So the bat, I kind of like this silver color, and I just took and outlined it a little bit more to give it a little bit of depth. And Boo here, I used a white metallic marker to do him, color him white, and then just glued him on their base. So easy, so easy, so cute. Great craft for kids as well.
Both of you and Declan were asleep when I went downstairs to check on you guys.
What do you want? What do you want, Bubbles? Why are you meowing at me?
Just enjoy this time while
Meow. Say mom.
Did I look cute?
Say mom. What are you talking about? What are you talking about? What you're so noisy about? Calling all over me. You don't even know what you want. I'll dap you. Well, what? Yeah, this is what you want. You want me to pet you. You're like, Mommy, just give me some loving. And then there, now you're down. Huh. Yeah, now you're happy, aren't you? Yes, you are. Now you're a happy boy. Look at your new Dollar Tree collar you got on. It's so cute. Yeah. You're so cute. Can you say mom again? Say mom. Say mom. You're just going to make yourself right at home in my lap, aren't you? You say mom. Say mom. You done talking? Hmm? Say mom. He's purring, but you can't hear him. He's not a loud purr. You don't purr loud, do you? Boji purrs loud when he purrs. Oh, there. Yeah, look at that. Like a dog, huh? Look, he's going to roll over. Yeah, mommy, rub my tummy. Rub my tummy, mommy. You're such a dog. Yes, you are. You're a pretty dog. Friday. Friday, babies. Look at his nails. Look at you guys. Look at him. He's gonna knead on me, huh? Because you love mom, don't you? Yes, you do. And look at the legs stretch out. Oh, yeah, we like that, don't we? Oh. Mm-hmm. Do you want to kiss me? Hmm? Look at those eyes. You do look like a Halloween cat, for sure. It's like your time of year, isn't it? It's Friday time of year. You're a funny one. You're such a good boy. Mm-hmm. I wish you guys could hear him purr. He's just such a quiet purr. Look at those nails. Holy buckets. Okay, Friday, say bye. Friday, say bye, baby. Say bye. Go meow. Meow. Can you give us one more, Mom? Mom. Say Mom. No. Okay, maybe next time.